When I was in Hong Kong, I had one lecture talking about cause and effect, the philosophy of causation, causality. And then after the talk for about an hour, there's a gentleman who raised his hand and asked a question. And he said, Venerable, I'm giving a hypothetical situation, and I would like to see if I would like to get an answer for it. What kind of hypothetical situation? He said there was once. It could be a real situation, but he said this is hypothetical. He said a company was recruiting employees to do a job. To do a computer job, an IT job, an IT job, right? Good pay, good position, and there's more than 100 applicants to apply for the job. And then they decided that they give out an examination, a written examination, and they only want to hire one person. It's a high salary job, so only one vacancy. So they have an examination, everybody went into the examination room and answer questions, and they have multiple choice and all that. And here is this student, a very smart student. He finished everything. He thought he got 100% right. So, and he was a very smart, bright student, always A in everything, A's in everything. Completed the examination and then went home, and he expected to do good because he checked all the answers, all the questions, and he thought that he's going to get 100%. He will get the job. And finally, it turns out that no, he didn't even pass. He didn't even pass the examination, and he was so furious. The student was so furious, and it was so sad that he wanted to commit suicide. He wanted to commit suicide. And then, right before he wanted to commit suicide, the phone rang, and the personnel manager of the company called up and said, "I'm sorry, our company made a mistake. It's a human error. Because of this human error, it becomes a computer error that we didn't put your name in. Actually, you are the number one in all the candidates. You got the job." So they make a mistake. And the gentleman said, this is a hypothetical question. He said, that's the cause. What would be the result? The cause is this. He wanted to commit suicide. He didn't. He got the answer that he was number one, and he feels so happy. And what would be the result? What kind of effect would that be? They gave me a hypothetical question. And I said, I never give a truthful answer to a hypothetical situation. How can you want a good answer for a hypothetical situation? Then I said, okay, if it's a hypothetical situation, I can see a lot of possibilities in the effects. It depends on circumstances, it depends on what are the contributing factors. But all of a sudden something turns in my mind and said, it depends on where you are. If you're in Hong Kong, you know what will happen? If you're in Hong Kong, probably the parents would say, don't go, Johnny. That's a terrible company. You almost get killed. Don't go there. So that's the fact is, John wouldn't work for that company because this is a terrible company. How could a company make mistake in doing that? This was a probable result, in fact, in Hong Kong. And then I said, if Johnny hypothetically was in the States, what would be the result? What would be the effect? I said the effect would be, Johnny would be approached by a legal firm. Johnny, you're going to sue that guy, sue that company, and let's share 50-50. That's from the American company. From probably the hypothetical effect would be that the company gets sued. The lawyer got 50% and Johnny got another 50%, which is even better than working for the company. And then if that situation happened in Japan, what would be the probable outcome? The probable outcome would be the company would say, Johnny, you committed suicide because of so simple, something, a small hurdle. How can I trust you? You cannot stand even a storm. How can I trust you to be our employee? Get out, we don't want you. Yeah, you are the number one in the written examination, but you cannot stand any failure. And you would do committing suicide again. I don't want to pay your medical fee. So forget it. So in Japan, the probable result would be nothing. He won't get hired. What would happen if Johnny was in China? In China, the effect would be the parents will go up to the company and say, who is the manager of the company? Oh, Mr. A. I would like to see Mr. A. Oh, Mr. A, thank you for what you have done for my son. My son will work very hard for you. Thank you very much, really. You are like my savior because my son wanted a job and you give him a job. I will always remember you, your good deeds. So what would be the effect of a hypothetical situation? It depends on all these contributing factors. The effect will come out, but don't just think that certain cause will produce certain effect for sure. It depends on what kind of situation, what location, the culture, and also all these contributing factors. After that I said, are you satisfied with the answer? I said, good, yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. I didn't give you any answer. Where are you? Where were you? If Johnny is in different countries, there will be different results coming out, different effect. Anyway, let's answer the first question. The question says, I was very sad about the shooting happened in the elementary school in CT. I lost track of news outlines. So what happened in CT?
There was a shooting in Connecticut. Last count was 18 children.
20 children and
20 children get killed, and some people I started chanting the medicine mantra, but I still felt sad, and I didn't have the wisdom to understand why one person can cause so much suffering to others. What can I do in a situation? Just chanting? Well, something like that happened not because of one cause. It could be many causes. One of the many causes I can think of is who is the sniper?
He was a 20-year-old, and his mother was a teacher at the school for 5 to 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
He killed his mother first, drove the car to the school, and then went into the school and killed 20 children and 7 teachers and principal.
It's a combination of the society's fault as well as the background of the person who is the sniper. So there's so many reasons why this would come about. It's a psychotic, I think it's a psychotic problem in the sniper's mind.
He had autism.
Huh?
Autism.
It's autism. Yeah, his autism, when it comes to shooting, is not autism anymore. It's so strong and energetic. He could shoot out so many people. So why are you so sad with it? There's so many reasons for it that leads to the effect. So many. Yes?
This kind of thing just doesn't happen in this modern age. This
Yeah.
has happened throughout human history.
Yeah. It happened. It happened not now, even in the past times, things like that happen. It happened everywhere in many countries like that. That's the reason why we have to we have to follow the Buddha's practice so that we become more compassionate, more considerate, and not as egoistic. Then we won't commit that kind of error. All right, now let's get to, I got only one question, so maybe I can get to the white Tara. So the white Tara and the green Tara. Now you understand what Tara means. Tara means Savior Mother. Avalokitesvara actually is the muscular aspect of the Bodhisattva. So the feminine aspect of the Bodhisattva is Tara. Tara means Savior Mother. There are 21. The mantra, I already told you the history of white Tara and green Tara. And for those who want to live long, have longevity, and who are unhealthy, who are sick, you always should be chanting the white Tara every day, at least 108 times, which is about 10 minutes. And for those who suffer from depression, fear, anxiety, disappointment, you should be chanting the green Tara mantra. Both gesticulation are the same. 白度母跟绿度母呢，在手印是一样的，就是把最后的两只手指放进去，把它反过来就是了。放进去也反过来，这个就是白度母的手印。So the gesticulation, can you do the gesticulation now? The mudra, okay. We call it the mudra or the mudra in the Sanskrit language. So I chant it and you follow after me. Om Tare Tutti Tare Tore Mama Aya Punja Jnana Pustim Guru Swaha. You should be at the same time looking at the words, looking at the Roman letters. Om Tare Tutti Tare Tore Mama Aya Punja Jnana Pustim Guru Swaha. Om Tare Tutti Tare Ture Mama Aya Punja Jnana Pustim Guru Swaha. Om Tare Tutti Tare Tore Mama Aya Punja Jnana Pustim Guru Swaha. Om Tare Tutti Tare Tore Mama Aya Punja Jnana Pustim Guru Swaha. Om Tare Tutti Tare Tore Mama Aya Punja Jnana Pustim Guru Swaha. Okay, put your palms down. What is Om? The mother of all sound. Tare, what's the meaning of Tare? Tare, that means Savior Mother. Or Tara. Why is it Tare in here? Because of grammatical configuration. It's the same as Tara. Tare is requesting with consistency, with conscientiousness. Tare. Mama. What is the meaning of Mama? Mama means mine. Mine, yours, mine. What's the meaning of Aya? Aya. What is my mine? What? Mine what? My life, my longevity. Aya is longevity. So you're requesting Savior Mother to give you, to bestow on you longevity. Aya is longevity. Punja is auspiciousness and prosperity. So what you are requesting, what you are earnestly requesting, you're requesting for auspiciousness and prosperity, or enjoyment of life, happiness of life, happiness. Jnana is wisdom. So you are constantly, earnestly, persistently, and conscientiously requesting for auspiciousness, prosperity, happiness. Punja is happiness, auspiciousness, and prosperity. Now that is on the life side, your life, your current life, your existing life, you want to be happy. So punja is existing life to be happy. But other than just being happy, you need wisdom. Jnana is wisdom. If you just have prosperity and auspiciousness and happiness without wisdom, then your next life is going to roll with your karma into the next reincarnation. Again, if you don't have wisdom, wisdom is very important. It's like two wings of a bird. If you only have puncha, it's not enough. Puncha is like the wing, two wings of a bird. This wing is about the current life. You want to be happy, you want to be auspicious, you want to have prosperity, you're enjoying life. But just enjoying life is not enough. You're going to go beyond life. You're going to have wisdom to go beyond reincarnation. So there's wisdom. So you need puncha and jnana. What is pustim? Pustim is gradually realizing and developing. It's coming to you. It's gradually coming to you. Happiness, auspiciousness, prosperity, and wisdom is gradually coming to you. Pustim is gradually coming to you. Pustim means gradually developing and gradually coming. What is guru? Guru, you know guru, also means teacher. Some people name their sons Guru. Hi Guru, how are you? Guru. Guru is a name. I've got a friend whose name is Guru. He's a really intelligent guy. So by name, he's already a teacher. So next time when your next life, well, you don't have next life hopefully coming back for reincarnation, suggest the name Guru to other people. You want to name your relative Guru. Guru means the teacher. It also means successfully accomplishing something. Or done. If your auspiciousness and wisdom is gradually developing, it will be all done. It will be all right. It will be okay. Swaha. So accomplishing all good deeds. So the whole mantra means listen very carefully. The mother of all sound, the origin of all good deeds, the Mother Savior, persistently with conscientiously requesting Mother Savior for my longevity, for my auspiciousness, prosperity, for my wisdom, will be gradually developing to me, and all will be okay and accomplished as it will, all good deeds will be accomplished, as all good deeds will be accomplished. So you chant 108 times. It takes about 7 minutes. And white Tara, if you visualize the body of a white Tara, is in white color with 7 eyes. The white Tara is in a full lotus position. In other words, both legs crossed in a full lotus position. You see, there's a half lotus position and a full lotus position. If you have both legs crossed, that is a full lotus position. In a full lotus position with 7 eyes, the 2 eyes with the middle eye, the third eye, with both, 1 eye on both hands, 5 eyes, with eyes the sole of the feet. So 7 locations where they have 7 eyes. You need watchfulness to arrive at the wisdom level. You need mindfulness. So eyes means mindfulness, watchfulness, and being always alert. The Tara is in a white color. Tantric Buddhism believes in the origin of all colors is a non-color pure white. So it's the origin of all colors. And the Tantric Buddhism also believes the green color contains all other colors. So the next one will be the green Tara mantra. Om, follow after me. Om. Tare, tutti tare, tore, swaha. Om, tare, tutti tare, tore, swaha. Om tare tutti tare tore swaha. Om tare tutti tare tore swaha. Om tare tutti tare tore swaha. So for the green Tara, it's suppression of depression, fear, and anxiety. If you know the green Tara, the white Tara is just adding a few words at the end. It's the same. More or less the same. It comes from the same short mantra. So any questions with the white Tara and the green Tara? It's very effective, and you should do it every day, or you should advise your friends or relatives to do it every day, particularly if they're sick, if they're not normal, if they suffer from depression, fear, and disappointment. The physical contains the mental, and the mental contains the physical. So that proves the mantra is very logical. You know why? Because the green Tara contains the spiritual, and the white Tara contains both the spiritual and the physical. That means both are just one. 2 into 1 and 1 into 2. The physical can never get away from the spiritual. So that means both contains the spiritual in there.
Definition of tutatare.
What does it mean, you mean?
Yes.
Tutatare is persistently requesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, persistently requesting. In other words, persistent is the word. So you just don't do it once or twice, or do it for 5 minutes, and next day you don't do it, and the third day you don't do it, and the fifth day you do it again. That's not consistent. You should be consistently doing it. Yes?
So why 108 times? Like, where does that number come from?
Well, if I said 21 times, it would say, why 21 times? If I said 110, why 110? It's just a number which says that don't just chant 1 or 2 times. If I said 7 minutes, why 7 minutes? Why not 8? See, it just gives you a number. So the Avalokitesvara with 1,000 hands and eyes, why 1,000? Can it be 1,001? It's just giving you, telling you that persistency, that means lengthen it. Doing it all the time. You should be doing it 24 hours, but you can't do it 24 hours. Unless mentally you're always chanting it.
Is that how many beats there are on the...
Yeah, 108 times is what a beat contains. 108.
Is that why they count?
Yeah, they just give you a number. 100, 108. And some people have 18. Some people have 21 beats in the rosary. Don't confine your thinking to just the number. You know, it's just to give you a standard, a criteria. So when you're watching television, they say doing this exercise for 21 times. You can do it 22, 23, or 20 or 19, but it just gives you a reference, a point of reference. If you want to visualize the white Tara, and you don't know how, you just get into Google and get a picture of the white Tara, get a picture of the green Tara. But you need someone to tell you that you have to do it. That's me. You need someone to tell you, get onto the YouTube. And you need someone to tell you, stay away from some YouTube.
It's poisonful.
Yeah, so we are the media. We're the media telling you that what should be done and what not should be done. What should not be done.
Is
Yeah.
there a way that you can track the mantra itself, whether it's in Pali or in Sanskrit?
Pali and Sanskrit, they are quite similar. Of course, there's some differences in it. As I said, at the time of the Buddha, 1,000 years ago, 2,600 years ago, there were so many languages in India, more than 100, I was told. And the mass populace use Pali. And the royal family, the higher class level, use Sanskrit. So the Buddha is teaching using not just the Pali language, using the royal family's Sanskrit language. And the monks travel from China to India, the Chinese monks, when they went to India, they learned from the higher level, from monasteries, using Sanskrit, from monasteries that are using Sanskrit. So when we're chanting Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa, that's Pali. Buddham Saranam Gacchami, that's Pali. And we chant in Pali because that's what we learned in Burma, in Thailand. And of course, we also can chant it in Sanskrit. Namo Ratna Dharaya Namo Arya Varagidya Svaraya. It's the same. Bodhisattvaya, Mahasattvaya, Mahakarunikaya. You can even create your own melody. Yeah. When you are so used to it, like, you don't chant it like as if it's just enunciating every word abruptly. Namo Ratna Tarayaya, Namo Ariya, Valokitesvaraya. That's just too abrupt. If you do it like a melody, Namo Ratna Tarayaya, Namo Ariya, Valokitesvaraya, Bodhisattvaya, Mahasattvaya, Mahakarunikaya. Make it, in some part, make it short, in some part make it long, in some part make it soft, in some part make it higher, in some part make it lower. You're creative, You're creative. You're a musician. You're talented. You just write your own melody. Just as you're writing the Sanskrit, a script of your own life. You can do Sanskrit in your own melody, in your own feeling. When you really are deep into it. I remember at one time when I was chanting Mahakarunika Chittatarani, I was able to chant it in such a way that, it's so wonderful, but I forget about it. I can't do the same thing again. Because I didn't write down in the form of the musical form. I didn't write down the notes in musical form, because I don't know how to. Really, I'm telling you the truth. I can't read musical word, because I forgot that part. I did it in elementary school and I forgot. Anybody who know how to write, compose? If you're a composer of music, there's so much art in Buddhism. There's so much art in everywhere. You can see art in everywhere. You can see art in nature. You can see nature in art. You can see art in sound, in views, in feelings. And finally, enlightenment is in art. Enlightenment is in nature. Enlightenment is in every word that you're talking about. Enlightenment is in the body language. Sometimes we can feel whether a certain person is enlightened or not by his body language, by his sound, by his compassion, in so many ways. And I heard people who chant Sanskrit in a way that so memorable. So get onto YouTube.